Voyagers, my name's OTTERLODGE, and I will be your spirit guide today. The location of undiscovered spirit eggs can be found on your map, represented as question marks. Awaken the spirit egg by simply placing it in your spirit anchor with 3 strands of its corresponding element. At the start of the game, you can get mana strands by utilizing a mana extractor with mana shards and a fuel source. Simply place your fuel source in the mana extractor and click unknown strand, craft at however many mana shards you've collected. Once they finish crafting, they'll produce 2 random mana. I also recommend as soon as possible empowering your spirit anchor for the spirit helper's ability. This will allow you to assign a spirit to an imbued harvester with a fuel source, and as long as it has a fuel source, it'll constantly produce strands corresponding to its element. This is a surefire way to make sure you always have the strands you need for your voyages. Now that you've awakened your dormant spirits, we can get into all of the great things that these little guys can actually achieve. Starting the game, we have access to Sturdy 1. Simply increase your defense for a short time when you take damage. On taking damage, increase your defense by 50 plus 3 per point of attunement for 15 seconds. Point of attunement just means with your level up points assigned to attunement. With the Rejuvenate Affinity selection, while you're swimming, you regain 1 HP every 2 seconds. Fleet Foot. You sprint 30% faster. It scales with attunement, and also your stamina cost is reduced by 30%, also scaling with attunement. For Rage 1, on damaging an enemy, your companion has a 25% chance of dealing an additional 35% scaling damage as bonus damage. On damaging a resource node, your companion has a 25% chance to deal an additional hit. Fantastic, especially when you need to farm a lot of those trees. Vampire 1. Whenever you kill an enemy, you have a 50% chance to restore 15 plus 1.5 per point of attunement health. With Balanced Stance, attacking with a sword or a tool gives the player a 20% chance to restore 5 stamina, scaling with attunement. Counterattack. Whenever you successfully parry an attack, increase your damage by 40%, scaling with attunement for 5 seconds. Slow Fall. Reduce your fall damage taken by 65%, scaling with attunement. Some spirit companions, to gain access to their ability, will actually require you have the correct augments equipped to your character. In this case, the spirit needs 1 earth and 1 wind augment. In this case, I have 1 earth and 2 fire augments, so it's inactive. Augment recipes you've unlocked can be crafted at your augment bench. Paka unlocks crafting recipes for Augment Protection 3, and the Earth Shield also increases both defense. Agni unlocks Augment Rage 3, Blazing Sword, Super Hilt Kilns, reducing crafting times by 8 seconds, plus 30%, plus increasing fuel burned by 30%. Also increases player damage on boats. Nashira. Augment Vitality 3, reduces fuel consumed by 30% for refiners, provides health regeneration and increased repair speed when on boats. Gallo, affinity for counterattack, increases boats' defense. Alara, Vampire, superheats kilns, reducing crafting time by 8 seconds, plus 30%, plus increased fuel burn by 30%. Increases players' damage while on boats, same as the other fire spirit. Luffy, Augment Stamina 3, increases refining speed by 40% at the lumber mill, and improves maximum speed and acceleration on boats. Tuck, you gain slow fall, increase refining speeds by 40% lumber mill, increase maximum speed and acceleration on boats. And Spyro is exactly the same. Note, when a spirit is placed into a harvester, they harvest the corresponding resource. Hope this was helpful. Till next time, Voyagers.